What you should hear when I put my foot on it is a scrunching, grinding noise where the gearbox is just slipping. So I'm pointing out now that the gearbox is knackered. So firstly I need to get the motor off of the gearbox. I have had these apart before, the motor from the gearbox, but that's as far as you can go. Careful not to lose them, because basically you just got the motor here. This obviously spins. You've got these four little round, I don't know what they're made of, really hard rubber. They fit into there, and there's a corresponding one in the gearbox, and that's what drives it. But the actual gearboxes, that's completely fucked. That is completely knackered. But they're riveted together, so to have a look inside this, I'm going to have to drill these rivets out. Like I say, I really don't think this is going to be repairable. Must have some sort of worm gear between here and the axle. Obviously to change the direction of the motor drive and to slow the motor right down to drive the buggy. Right, I'll go and get a drill bit and a screwdriver and drill these out. These ain't going to be so easy, they're spinning. How am I going to stop them spinning? Bugger. So I got the rivets out with a bit of persuasion. I had to keep bashing them with a centre punch until they tightened up so I could drill bits out and then push them all through. It doesn't feel like it wants to come apart though. I might have to get something to split this open. So I put it in the vise and gave it a couple of sharp taps with a chisel and it started to open. I'll see if I can get the rest of it open. Certainly don't want to come apart. don't know whether it's just glue on this gasket. Or whether this is so embedded into these bearings. I'm wondering if it's pressed into these. But I'll persevere, see if I can get it apart. Well, I've got it apart and it's pretty much as I thought. You've just got a worm gear in here. Here's the worm that's driven by the motor. Actually, I can get that right out. There he is. I mean, that don't look too bad. This casing's come off the bearing. You can see that's the axle with a big nylon gear in it that's just completely worn out. And there's not a bit of it on there that's not completely knackered. So to repair it, you'd have to press, I think you'd have to press this right through out of this case, which would probably be doable. Could probably do that on me hydraulic press. Find something to fit in there and just bosh that, and the whole bearing would probably come right off the old bearing like this one has. And then you'd have to make a new one of these worm gears. Yeah. I'm surprised it's nylon though, because nylon ain't that great, is it? But I didn't think it would be easily repairable, but I just wanted to have a look in one. And there you have it. You've just got that arc of the worm gear and that one, and that just runs in there and runs it. But being a nylon gear, I'm not surprised really that it's given up the ghost. I mean, it's done a lot of work. I mean, can't really complain about it. I think it's probably 15 years old, this buggy, so ain't done bad. I suppose once they start to go, then they just go and go, don't they? They're gone in minutes once they pack up. Anyway, I'll probably hang on to that just in case I ever decide to try and press it right apart and make a gear for it. But I doubt it, because I've got a spare I can put on me buggy at the moment, so I'll make do with that. Well, I don't know if that'd be any interest, but I couldn't find anywhere where one of these had been took apart. So now you know. Not really worth pissing about with. They're not really repairable. It's got a lot of manky old grease in there. Shame it didn't have a lot more manky old grease in it. It might have lasted a bit longer. Right, never mind. See you in the next one. There you go.